Hi,
Hi, I
how are
like your
you?
glasses.
Thank you. I wanted to start off and ask Emerald. First off, congratulations on the film. I was reading, I think it was Robbie Collins' review, and I mean, I know there was already kind of comparisons with Brideshead Revisited and Talented Mr. Ripley, but I'm wondering, I mean, were there any other films or any other kind of, I don't know, works that were in your mind when you were writing it and then when you were directing it?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's very much a take on the sort of gothic British subgenre of the kind of country house film. So we're absolutely looking at kind of, you know, Brideshead and Jude the Obscure and The Go-Between, but absolutely the work of Joseph Losey, I think The Go-Between and The Servant in particular were really important. You know, Peter Greenaway, Merchant Ivory, Bertolucci. There's the thing is, you can't make a film like this, which is so set in such a specific genre, without being very, very familiar with the genre and knowing kind of how to, you know, you ride roughshod over some of its tropes. So
Yeah.
it's always about kind of yeah, rubbing up against that tradition.
Yeah, yeah. And because as well, I mean, it's quite like you kind of touched on it there, like it's quite a male-dominated genre. So I guess like when you were approaching it, I mean, obviously, it is kind of based in a very sort of classist kind of world. I'm wondering though, I mean, something really specific that caught my eye or caught my ear rather. Like there were some lines in it that were just really like I remember, and I'm not going to obviously give away the context, but the one about Jarvis Cocker cracked everyone up at the Irish press show. And I'm wondering, I mean, not that I don't doubt your abilities as a writer, but some of them were so real. It was like somebody heard that and just wrote it down and waited for an opportunity. I mean, was there any kind of lines or any kind of setups that you might have experienced yourself or you heard from somebody else? I'm wondering.
Well, do you know what? I can't think that there. I don't think that there necessarily was, but I was watching the John le Carre documentary recently, which I'm obsessed with, and I'm in love with
Brilliant,
John.
isn't it?
Huh?
Is it the Pigeon Tunnel?
Pigeon
It's brilliant.
Tunnel.
Yeah,
It's
I
brilliant,
saw.
right? It's absolutely
Yeah.
brilliant. He describes like the writing process so beautifully, which is that he says that he's, that you're a thief. That if you're a writer, you're a little thief. But actually, it's more like it's sort of more complicated than that. It's never about listening, or it's more about noticing people and the way that they talk. So, for example, someone like Elspeth Catton, the thing about her is that she is the perfect example of the sort of aristocratic um, stealth seducer. And I don't mean it's a kind of sexual seduction, but she's just an expert at making you immediately feel comfortable, at immediately getting under your skin, at immediately saying things that are disarming. And we talk a lot about people being disarming because it's really important because it means taking away other people's weapons, right? And so I'm always interested not just in the manner of speaking, but our intent when we talk. And so that's the thing about someone like, I mean, brilliant Rosman, what a genius. And so much of it is just her own kind of brilliant insight. But that's the thing is, how does one talk? What's the nature of one's talking and the content that makes other people completely beguiled? That,
Mm.
we should hate her. We should hate everything about her. It's the same with Felix. We should hate everything about him. We're supposed to hate them. And immediately we love
They're
them.
just,
We do anything.
yeah.
And so that's
Um, I'm conscious of time, so there's one final question I want to get to, which is the use of Sophie Ellis-Bextor. Fantastic song. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm not going to reveal the context of it, but I would love to know. Had you other songs in mind, or was it you were just writing it right for that song?
yeah. So, and also it had to be the scene had to be both choreographed and it was quite a tricky scene to do because it's a, without giving anything away, it's a one shot through a lot of different rooms, which required, different rigging for sound to make sure we didn't get a lag or anything like that. So sort of one of those complicated things. So it always had to be that song, and it was that song on the day. But the thing is, it had to be a moment of utter jubilant triumph. It had to be a moment that made us, the audience, completely complicit in all manner of terrible things. Had to have kind of post-coital joy and a sort of also little camp streak that I think, this film also doesn't shy away from. And so it could never be anything but Murder on the Dance Floor. I mean, it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true.
Yeah, this is great. Okay, I'm getting the wrap up there. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best.
You're not leaving us. You're not leaving Saltburn.
I don't think I'll ever go home again.